In this class we are going to discuss few more examples on heat transfer. 3 rods of material X and 3 rods of material Y are connected as shown in the figure. Okay, so all the rods are of identical length, means same length, on cross section area. L and A are same. If the end A is maintained 60 degrees, here is A is 60, and the junction E, here is E, it is maintained at 10 degrees Celsius. Calculate the temperature of B, C, D. The thermal conductivity of X is 0.92 and Y is 0.46. He is asking like that. So what to do? First draw everything in a like a resistor form. Now write like this. Now the first 60 degrees Celsius, one side it is 60, another side it is 10. Okay, first this thing is done. After B, so this is A to B. From B it is going to two parts, B to C and B to D, and C to D also one more is there, and from C to E, E is the end part and another also E. So these are the directions. Okay, here is a Y, and B to C is X, B to D is Y, C to D is X, C to E is X, D to E is Y. Okay, so now he is asking like this, and he has given materials K thermal conductivity values. How to solve it now? First you can find the equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance is, first Rx here, RBC is equal to LBC, L by KC, K of material KX into A. Okay, so RBD is equal to L by KY into A, because they are same. L by KY into A, it is equal to L by KX into A. So according to one formula I said, R1 by R3 is equal to, if it is R2 by R4, the current through this will be 0. So what is the R1? L by Kx into A and by L by Ky into A, which is equal to L by Kx into A, L by Kx into Ky into A. So both are equal, so there will be no heat flow through CD. CD becomes negligible. If I write equations, L by Ky, he has given some value, Ky is 0.9 for 0.46 into A, 0.46 times A, and CD, okay, BC. Now the BC part is going to be, so BC and CD. I am not going to solve completely this problem. Okay, I am going to give you the explanation, and then later on you have to do. And here this 60 degrees temperature, another one is 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, now in X, so what will be the value? L by Kx is how much? What is the value of Kx? 0.92 into A, and L by 0.92 into A, and L by 0.46 into A, L by 0.46 into A. Okay, so these values are given. He is asking us to find temperature at B, temperature at C, temperature at D. So obviously temperature at C is equal to temperature at D, because it is falling like a Wheatstone bridge, Wheatstone. So next, how to get the temperature? Okay, first of all let's get the Q value. H value is equal to delta T by R equivalent. So from here get the value of R equivalent. Okay, if we get R equivalent will be, so B and these two are in series, it becomes above. I am drawing again. Oh Krishna. L by 0.46 into A, and above its resistance becomes L by 0.46 into A, and down it becomes L by 0.23 into A, because resistance are series, it becomes, yeah. So from here he is asking us to find the temperatures at the end. What is the temperature here? 10 degrees Celsius. On one end it is 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, so first this is TB. Okay, to get the TB, 60 minus TB by resistance R. R is nothing but how much? L by 0.46 A. So this is H1 or H. Okay, it is going to H1 and H2. H1 is equal to TB minus 10 by L by 0.46 into A plus TB minus 10 by L by 0.23 into A. So if we simplify this expression, we are going to get a TB value. After getting TB value, don't just leave it. Okay, after getting TB value, draw the first diagram again to get TC. Here is TB and here is 60 degrees. Here is TC and TC, because both have the same value. So 60 minus TB by, so this is the value of L by 0.46 A. L by 0.46 A, which is equal to H. It is equal to H1 plus H2. What is the H1 value? H1 is equal to TB minus TC by, so the resistance value, what is the resistance? L by 0.9, what is the value of it? 0.96, okay, 0.92 into A plus, next H2 is equal to TB minus TC by L by, what is the value? 0.46 into A. So get the value of TC from these expressions. TB already you calculated from the previous, from here you calculated TB, substitute TB value here to get the TC value. Next, here asking I2 by I1 is equal to how much? Whenever you see this kind of question, draw the resistance circuits, take one side as 100, another side is 0. So from 100 how many shapes it's going? Two sides. So from here it comes in two parts. What is the first part? R, R, R. How many resistors are in series? R, R, R. They are in series. Next from here it's going to, it's an temperature here. See, here is temperature 100 degrees and the end it is 0 degrees Celsius. And from the other end it is coming only 1 R. R. So R, R, R. Okay. So he is asking us what is the ratio of I1. I2 is this one and I1 is this. So calculate the I2 and I1 values. I2, I1 is nothing but H1 delta T by R. Delta T is nothing but 100 by R. In this case I2 is equal to 100 by 3R. So I2 by I1 is equal to 1 by 3. So I2 by I1 is equal to, simplify this, 1 by 3 you will get answer. Okay, we are going to this part. So from now on most of the concepts I explained. See here, graph, he is showing the graph. So x-axis extends directly through the wall consisting of 3 layers. So temperature, the air temperature on the one side of the wall differs from the other side. Okay, thermal conductivity of wall is steady, and outer layer A, B, C, thermal conductivity is greatest, which is greatest layer. Thermal conductivity, so how to get the thermal conductivity more or less? So thermal conductivity Ka delta T, okay, so delta T Q or H is equal to Ka into delta T by delta X, or H is equal to dt by dx. So T is equal to, so now H remains constant when they are in series. H remains constant. Okay, H remains constant, then delta T dt is equal to, I am writing KH by Ka into dx. Okay, if you do y is equal to mx equation. Okay, delta T minus sign will be there, delta T minus dt by dx. So minus I forgot, minus sign. So the slope m is nothing but h by Ka. Okay, So whatever has the more slope, that is nothing but, okay, so h by ka you are getting delta t. T is in y axis. So see here 150 and the next is 140. Delta t is nothing but how much? So minus 10 by, for the first one, minus 10 by, what is the value of delta x? 40. It's nothing but h by ka, h by k1 into a. So area is same, h is same, and for this will be minus 1 by 4. For the second fellow, you see here 120 40, how much is the duration gap? 20. So along the y-axis 20, along the x-axis also 20. So minus 20 by 20 is equal to h by k2 into a. Out of these two, k will be, so k you can write it as minus gets cancelled, because 4 into h by a, k2 is equal to h by a. Out of these two, k1 is more or k2 is more? K1 is more, because it is 4 times the k or h by a. H is constant and area is also constant, huh? So from the graphs you can see. And there are many questions. Read this question. Basically this question is like there is a room, and inside the room is temperature 20 degrees Celsius, and there are 3 layers, 1 2 3. In the third layer the temperature is outside is minus 10 degrees Celsius, if I am not wrong. Yeah, minus 10 degrees Celsius. You just read the question. After reading what explanation I am giving, you just listen. So here 3 layers are there, first one, second one, third one. He is asking power required to maintain the heater. Power is nothing but, first calculate K equivalent. After calculating K equivalent for 3 different materials, thickness is given, K values are given, areas are given, everything is given. Find the K equivalent. How they are connected? In series. They are connected in series. If they are connected in series, R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So after calculating K equivalent, so H is equal to delta T by K equivalent A into delta T by L. So total length L equivalent, A equivalent. Substitute the values of K equivalent. A equivalent is nothing but total average of areas. So after getting that, you will get H, that is nothing but power required. Thank you.